Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shahin Monjezi for those of you who are new. And today I want to give you guys a very simple video about 5 possible reasons why your manifestation is not coming to pass, or why you may be pushing away your desires from manifesting, becoming real in your life. So this is going to be a very simple video. I'm just going to give you guys a few possible reasons why you might be having some trouble, if you are having some trouble. And yeah, hopefully you guys get some value from this. So let's get into it. Okay, reason number 1, for starters, for why you may be experiencing some troubles when it comes to manifesting, is that you have not clearly defined exactly what it is that you would like to manifest. You know, when you're not clear about something, when you're not clear about what you want, when you're not clear about the end result, when you're not clear about the end goal, what tends to happen is your focus gets pulled and pushed and just put in so many different places. Your focus, your attention, and your energy tends to get pushed and pulled in so many different directions that you can't actually manifest the thing that you want. So that's why it's so important to clearly define exactly what it is that you would like to manifest. And, you know, an example is a lot of people would like to manifest more money in their lives, but they don't actually come up with, actual figures and numbers and, percentages of like how much they'd like to compound their money year after year, stuff like that. So, that's one thing that you should always be asking yourself is, am I being clear about what it is that I want to manifest? Do I actually know? Because the secret is that the more clear you are about what you want to manifest in your life, the greater you can focus on that thing, right? The clearer you are, the more specific you are. Now you can kind of hone in your focus on that thing, and your attention and your focus won't be so pushed and pulled in different directions. The second part of that is to see yourself having that thing that you desire, right? Seeing yourself in the end. And we talk a lot about this on the channel, about visualization and things of that nature. So the secret to life is you got to see yourself having the thing that you want in your mind or in your imagination. And obviously, if you follow Neville Goddard's teachings or other people's teachings about manifestation, the biggest takeaway from any real teaching is you got to see yourself already having what you want. So if you have not done that, if you have not visualized yourself having what you want, then that's something that you have to make a priority in order to make this work. Okay? Now let's move on to point number 2, and that is you might be trying to manifest something from the ego. Now, what does the ego mean? What am I referring to when I refer to the ego? How I define the ego is acting from a place of lack. Okay, feeling like you are empty in some sort of way. So you're trying to fill the void. That's what I would define egoic actions as, or egoic manifestations as. For example, maybe you want to be a famous actor, and there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe if we were to go down below the surface and figure out why you want to become a famous actor, maybe it's because, you feel like no one gives you enough attention, or maybe growing up your parents didn't give you enough attention. Maybe you felt like you were always, unpopular growing up. Maybe you notice other people's social media accounts and you see that they have so many more followers on their accounts, and that makes you feel like you're not good enough, right? So hence you want to manifest being famous. So that's what we would define an egoic manifestation as. And the reason why most people who try to manifest from that place, the reason why that doesn't work is because the feeling that they have when they're thinking about being famous is actually just a feeling of lack. On the flip side, if we were to manifest from, not from the ego, but from what you could say source consciousness, if you want to be famous, that's fine, but your reasons would be different. It wouldn't be your reasons for being famous wouldn't be coming from a place of lack. It would actually be coming from a place of wholeness. And when you thought about being famous, you would think about how much good you could do for other people and how much you could use your fame as a platform to educate the masses about things that you think are important. The overall feelings when you think about being famous would be good feelings, exciting feelings, feelings that are in alignment with love. So if you wanted to manifest fame from that place and from those feelings, then it's much more likely that you'd actually manifest fame for yourself or whatever else it is that you want to manifest. Okay, point number 3, and this is usually the one that really holds people back the most, and that is that they fear that they will not get what they desire, right? So this is, a person, maybe they have clearly defined what they want. They've even visualized themselves having that thing, but predominantly throughout their day, they are just so scared and afraid that they will not get what they want to manifest. And they're always in that fearful state of mind thinking like, what if it's not going to come? What if it's not going to happen? I'm going to be a loser if this doesn't happen. I'm going to be, people are going to look at me like I'm no good if this doesn't happen, and you're always thinking in that fearful state of mind of, if it doesn't happen, then my life is ruined or whatever. The reason why you wouldn't manifest something that you desire is that you're focusing so much on it not happening. You're so afraid of it not happening. And the solution to that is to let go of the fear of whatever it is you want to manifest not happening. Release that fear. Release that fear, Say to yourself, you know what, if it doesn't happen, I'm still a whole and complete being. It doesn't really change anything. If it does happen, that's the icing on the cake. But if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I'm still alive. I'm still well. I'm still going to be happy, right? So that in that way, you're releasing that resistance that you have toward your desire of manifesting and becoming real. So release that fear of it not happening. I see that a lot with a lot of people. I've seen that in myself, where I'm so afraid that the thing that I want to happen is not going to happen. And as a result of living in that energy and entertaining that reality in my subconscious mind, that's the reality I get. So release the fear of whatever it is that you want not happening. Release it. Release that fear. Point number 4. Now, this is something, again, that holds a lot of people back, and that is that they're so perplexed about how something is going to manifest. They're focusing on the how so much, and what happens is they become overwhelmed by thinking about how this could possibly happen. How could this big thing that they've visualized themselves having, how could it actually happen? They can't see it. They can't see it in their conscious mind how something could happen. And as a result of focusing on the how, they become overwhelmed and they give up on that reality. They say, well, it can never happen. And they, kind of accept or give into the doubt. So my solution for that is to stop focusing on how things are going to manifest, okay? The primary thing that you need to do is, 1, clearly define what it is you want. 2, clearly define why you want that thing. And the why should be things that are not of the ego. They should be things that come from, source consciousness or wholeness or oneness. The why should be because it's fun, because, I could do a lot of good. I could spread more love. I can express myself to a greater degree. It's exciting. These are good why reasons why you should do something. You have a lot of passion for it. A proper why for why you want to manifest something it's going to be coming from a place of love and from wholeness, not from a place of lack. So you clearly define something. The why of why you're doing something is coming from a place of wholeness. 3, you have clearly seen yourself or visualized yourself having this thing. And my best mantra to overcome this worrying about how something is going to manifest, my number one mantra is 3 words: it is done. I found that to be the best mantra to overcome that overwhelming feeling of how is this thing going to happen. When you say to yourself, it is done, it is done. In your mind, you've declared whatever it is you want to manifest as done. It is done. The universe is going to take care of it. You've declared, you said it, you spoke it. It is done. And that puts me, whenever I say that after a visualization, it just puts me in a really good state. It puts me in that faith-based state of like, it is done. Like, I've already set this into motion, and it's only a matter of time until it comes into fruition. And I don't have to worry about anything anymore. And it's very powerful. Use that phrase after you visualize something or you write about something that you desire. Tell yourself, it is done. And that will keep you from, feeling so overwhelmed about how things are going to happen. That's not for you to worry about. Now, the last point of why you might have difficulty manifesting is you just aren't patient enough. Okay? And this is a big one. You might have clearly defined what you want. You may have defined why you want to manifest that thing. You may have declared it is done and seen yourself having that thing in your mind, and experiencing that from the first person point of view in your mind. And you've done all those things and you're feeling pretty good, but then, a week passes and nothing notable happens. And then you say, oh, this is stupid, and the doubt settles in, and you say, oh, this is stupid, this is not going to happen. A week has already passed and I haven't got the thing I wanted. And like, you never know how close you are to having that thing you want. You might be right there, so close to getting that thing, but you just weren't patient enough. And what I've noticed in life is that if you want a long-term change, if you actually want a big change in your life, you got to do a little small things over a long period of time to sustain that big change. If you want to become wealthy, you have to develop wealthy habits over, a good amount of time, a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. That's what it takes. If you want to, have a healthy body, you got to adopt these little small habits to become healthy. Make small changes in how you eat and how you exercise, and that takes time. So everything on this level of manifestation, it takes time. And if you really want to sustain that thing that you want to manifest, a good body, good finances, a good career, it takes time to be able to sustain those things and to change your lifestyle to get up to that level. So just be patient, learn to love the process, and just live your life in that faith-based state of being. And your thing that you want to manifest, it'll happen. So that is it, guys. Those are my 5 main points for why you might be having trouble manifesting whatever it is you desire. I hope the solutions that I offered really help you to get out of that fearful state, to get out of that egoic state, and to get out of that doubtful state, and to move into that loving state, to move into that place of wholeness, and to ultimately move into that place of faith, of knowing that it is done. What you have clearly defined and seen in your mind, it's done. It's coming, and it has its own appointed hour. But as far as it's concerned in your mind, it's done. I just want to say thank you guys to the new subscribers. If you like this video, give the video a like, share this with someone who may desperately need this advice, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I post once a week, approximately once a week. I know I haven't been doing it every week, but that's what I shoot for to do. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any video topics that you'd like me to cover, go ahead and post that in the comment section, and I will gladly make a video about that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.